Oklahoma City, out of Sarah Road, I guess, and Reno. I think we might get into a little bit of rock out here, the way it looks, but we're gonna see. We might be able to get by with just 2 rock teeth on the outsides. We'll see how tough it is. Already smoking. Probably gonna have to put all rock teeth on, I imagine. It ain't gonna be easy. Yikes. I haven't worked with these guys in quite a while. This guy bought his own mini excavator and he does a lot of his own stuff. He does a lot of smaller stuff, but this is a pretty good sized project here. He does some big ones too, but he didn't want to try to dig this one, so he called me. I'm gonna change out some more teeth here. We're gonna have to have rock teeth. Got them on there, and this is another ditch that they're digging 2 inches extra on, which with rock like this it might end up being 3 or 4 more inches. It's kind of hard to tell, but sure hard. Hopefully the whole job ain't like this. They got 2 10,000 foot buildings out here, square foot rectangles. And I think we might try to dig both of them today. I don't know how this is going to go. This might be a really long day. And we might not get them done. I don't know. If they're this hard, probably won't. But just going to give it a go, see what happens here. I think this is probably the deepest rock that we're going to get into, or the hardest stuff. Being on this corner, but it's darn sure hard. Like I say, sometimes it seems like the only jobs you get are the tough ones. But a tough job beats not having a job. up building number 1. We got another one to do, and this one I think is the only one we're going to hit rock on, I hope. So this is a nasty one here. It just isn't turning out worth crap, but sometimes that happens. I mean, kind of breaking my own rule here. I joke with people and they say, how do you make your ditches look so good? And I say, well, I just don't take pictures of bad ones. But every now and then they don't turn out picture perfect. Sometimes they turn out pretty rough, but we got a hole in the ground for concrete. They're going to use a little more than they normally would have. But you can see we're kind of in a cut, and the guys that cut this, they just cut down the grade and stopped. They didn't. This is not one of the over excavation type footings or foundations or pads they sometimes build. When you're in stuff like this, you don't really need to worry about expansion. I guess. I don't think this stuff moves much. But it's kind of a tough shell, kind of like I was getting into out at the airport. A little bit rough, a little bit tough, and this is a 10,000 square foot building. I'm not sure the dimensions, but I think it's close to 80 feet wide, and whatever that comes out to on the length. Shoot, I don't know. It's a good sized building. But you can see we have a box every 20-25 feet for anchor bolts. It don't really look like a box. Kind of looks like a big wide spot, but there's some fairly hard digging stuff. It's not, you know, not too bad. Could be worse. But the guy I'm working for, he went to get his Mini X. I think he's got a Bobcat. I think he says a 35. I don't know for sure. But he's gonna bring it out. He's gonna help me dig that second building. They're wanting to get both of them done today. And I told him I didn't see any way I was gonna get done unless we worked after dark. Told him I didn't mind. I didn't mind if he came and helped me. So okay, we're gonna see what happens here. I might change and put some wide teeth on. That'll make that 20-inch dig. Depending on what this looks like, it looks like it would probably dig okay with wide teeth. So I may swap those teeth out. I mean, I just about wore these out today. Kind of tells you what we were working with over there. But this looks a lot like what they probably dug out of that cut and made a fill over here. It's not going to dig real clean anyway, I don't think. We might go ahead and just change teeth. I think we can make that work. Put 2 wide spades on the outsides. That should get us close to a 20-inch ditch. We'll give her a shot here. Alright. That wasn't too bad for a tooth change. I've got some fairly new spades. I get these at John Deere like this. You gotta watch them though, these will blow the top out of your ditch in a hurry. You gotta really watch how you dig with them. But we'll get a wider ditch without having to do a lot of side cutting. That's gonna be an ugly ditch though, isn't it? Wow. We might be able to clean it up a little bit. What I found works best with these is dig straight to the bottom, and then once you get down to the bottom, you can kind of lean over to the left and right and just kind of clean that top edge up on your footing. It works decent. It's not. Depends on the soil. If you got a really hard crust, what I'm doing right here don't work very good at all. You can make it work, but it likes to blow out the top really bad. So I like the spade teeth. You get a clean bottom. They still dig easier than a flat blade. And a flat bucket generally doesn't, in my opinion, doesn't cut sidewalls very good or cut straight. They don't like to pull straight. I've seen guys that can do it, and they're pretty good. It takes some talent to cut nice footings with a flat blade bucket. Your tooth width on a lot of dirt doesn't really make the width of the ditch. That's an interesting thing I've learned about digging, is the teeth can be wider than your bucket, but it won't cut the sidewalls clean. So what you generally have to do is come back in and just kind of pull the bucket over to the side of the ditch, and then just use your side cutter to clean it up. And it'll leave a little bit of a hole down at the bottom. That's not that big a deal usually. See, we can kind of clean that up. And we'll make a little bit of a mess with it, but one way or the other, you got to get it wide enough. Blew the corner off there. This dirt's actually better than I thought it was. It's got a pretty good. It's pretty sticky. making pretty good time over there on that side. I didn't even look at what time it was when I started over here, but that's the corner, and I'm gonna have to try to get backed out of here. I don't know. Oh, we got a batter board right there. I'm gonna have to move over a little bit. So. These guys still use batter board string lines, which there's nothing wrong with that. It works. The thing about that technology is it works every time it's tried. Some of this newer stuff, it might work sometimes, and then when the technology quits, you have to go back to the string line and the batter board. Yeah, that's not real good there, Frankie. You're falling in a dead gum hole. Whoops. I messed that up. Just turned around here and I'll show you what I was into. It's kind of falling off the edge over here. You got to get a little creative once in a while to get it back over where you need it. Nice view of the little lake out here and the water fountains. The wind's blowing about 20 miles an hour. When the wind ain't blowing in Oklahoma, you know something's up. Springtime, it blows one way for about 3 days, and then it turns around and blows the other. Last weekend got pretty cold. Had some ice on the grass and trees. Gonna get back up in the 70s, and then it's gonna get freeze again this weekend, I think. So you just never know what you're gonna get. But I kind of had to maneuver between the batter boards to finish digging that ditch out there. Just kind of had to figure out the best path. if that guy hadn't came and helped, that probably would have been another hour longer. Which I'm okay with not working another hour later today, so hold up the ramps and head to the house. I got a plumber to work for tomorrow, I think, and if everything goes right, a little bit to do. Not a bad day.